Hi Capricorn, welcome to your 2022 reading. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We're going to be taking a look to see what messages need to come through for you guys for the year ahead. See what you guys could be currently dealing with, what you can expect, get some insight and some guidance overall, see what's happening for you guys. I hope you're doing well. If you're interested, I am doing a giveaway for a free personal reading. If you're interested in entering that, all you need to do is like this video, be subscribed to the channel, and comment down below something that you're manifesting for the new year. You're automatically entered into the giveaway for a personal reading, and I will announce the lucky winner on the 31st of January 2022, so stay tuned for that. And so what we're going to do, we're going to start off this reading is by looking into the major themes, major lessons you can expect to play out for the year ahead, and then we're going to dive deeper into, specific topics. I'll have it all timestamped in the comments below. If you want to skip to that, feel free to skip ahead the shuffling. But yeah, so let's get into this reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Let's take a look and see what are the main themes and lessons for Capricorn in 2022. What are the main themes and lessons for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in 2022? Tell me, what do they need to know? Any insight, wisdom, guidance for Capricorn? What are the main themes, lessons that they will need to be aware of or need to know in 2022? What are the main themes, lessons for Capricorn in 2022? We have the crocodile and the shark, double water energy coming out. And let's get one more for Capricorn in 2022. One more card for Capricorn, the beaver. All right. So, wow, it's all water. It's all water. Wow. But the crocodile and the beaver are kind of a little bit more earthier, just because, crocodiles can go on land and beavers are also, land creatures, but they do swim in the water. So it's just, definitely being grounded within your emotions, not allowing your emotions to really rule you, or, that kind of stuff, which you guys seem to have no problem with that anyways. But I am seeing, with the beaver, you guys are hella determined. You're very hardworking. When you commit to something, you are in it for the long haul, and you do not give up easy. You're very, when you set your mind to something, you're gonna accomplish it. And so there is this heavy determination that, whatever you want, Capricorn, you're gonna go get it. But to an extent, it can be almost like a weakness where it's you don't want to stop, you don't want to quit. Y'all, there's this stereotype for Capricorns that you guys are workaholics. And I do know some Capricorns that are like that, and they're all about the grind, right, and getting the bag, and they're just they're go, go, go. And I respect that. That's awesome and good for you. But just remember to take breaks. Remember to rest. Remember to listen to your body and allow yourself to have some time off, even a couple hours in the evening, right? It doesn't always have to be work 24/7, y'all, okay? This is just a message for someone who's just needing to allow yourself to rest and to not feel guilty about it, because there may be days where you are taking the day off to relax or to go do something that is not related to, your work or your hobbies or your studies or any of that, and you have free time to just do whatever you want to do outside of those things. And you may feel guilty about it. You may feel like you're wasting the day. You may feel like you're wasting time, that you should be doing something, and take it easy and try not to feed into those thoughts. I feel like that's a challenge for a lot of you. It's you have a day off and you'll maybe just be watching your movie or watching your favorite show or whatever, just relaxing. You're in your bed, sleeping in, and then you feel guilty about it and you beat yourself up I know I should be doing something. But it's you don't always have to be on the grind 24/7, and allow yourself to rest, allow yourself to get back your strength. Even when it comes to, working out physically, give yourself time to rest. A lot of you are okay, I gotta work out every single day of the week. And I respect that. Again, that takes a lot of dedication. That takes a lot of discipline. And, good for you, right? Having that healthy lifestyle. But at the same time, you really do need to allow your body to have rest days so it can heal in between. As it's growing, as you're stretching your muscles, as you're getting stronger, you need to take time out for you to rest. Don't feel guilty about it. Don't beat yourself up about it, okay? Because you're going to get to your end goal. You're going to get to your destination. So don't worry about, oh my God, I'm going to be behind. Like, no, you're not. You're moving at your own pace. You need to be patient with yourself, and you need to just take it step by step, day by day, and really listen to what you need, okay? Don't let your ego trick you into thinking that you're not doing enough, or that you're not good enough, or like, you know, I should be doing more, I should be doing better than this. Like, that's just your ego. You need to just not pay attention to that, okay? So that's just like a strong message coming through, especially since the crocodiles come out, and the crocodile is all about rest and retreat. The crocodile is about like allowing yourself to heal, allowing yourself to take a break. The crocodile's mantra is wait. Like, this is the energy of not taking action. This is about sitting your ass down, sitting your ass down and just observing and just being in the present, and not, you know, constantly focusing on what's next. Like, finding the joy in the present, right? We find ourselves thinking so far into the future of, oh my God, I can't wait for this to happen. I can't wait when I'm at this place in my life. I can't wait for this. I can't wait for that. Oh my God, like, can I just get to my end goal? Can I just hurry up? But what's the rush? Because you're going to get to your destination anyways. So just enjoy every step. Okay, then you'll have a greater appreciation for when you actually get whatever it is that you're wanting, right? Then you'll be able to look back at all your growth and all that you've accomplished and all the things that you've learned. And so, yeah, I feel like you guys in 2022, you guys are really going to be challenged to slow down and catch your breath, right? This is not a race. This is a marathon. This is not a race. It's not about who gets to the finish line first, right? This is a marathon, and you need to pace yourself, and you need to just take time to smell the roses. Yeah, so I almost feel like if you're going to try and rush the process, there will be more resistance to wherever it is that you're trying to go. And that I almost imagine like the universe throwing roadblocks or setbacks so that you slow down. Just keep your pace is what I want to say. And there's also some important things that you're going to be reflecting on, Capricorn, this year. Things that maybe you've been avoiding, or things that maybe you haven't fully come to terms with or haven't fully acknowledged here with the shark. The shark is the energy of needing to acknowledge something that's going on within you. It's lurking in the depths. This is probably relating to some sort of emotional thing that you haven't quite felt comfortable with dealing with. Maybe these are certain triggers or feelings that you haven't expressed to yourself or expressed to someone, but there's something that's kind of lurking in the shallow, making me think of that Brad Pitt Lady Gaga song in the shallow low. Anyways, I'm not gonna sing. Y'all don't want to hear my singing. Maybe this is about some sort of like relationship that you are in your feelings about, or like, and again, it doesn't have to be romance. It could be about any kind of relationship, right? But maybe there's something about that coming up. We'll see though as we pull more cards, especially when we look into your emotions and relationships. I feel like we'll probably get more insight, and these cards may give us some more detail. But we're not going to go there just yet. We are going to pull a couple more cards regarding the main themes and lessons in 2022 with the major arcana. So we're going to pull 2 for Capricorn. What are the main themes, lessons in 2022 for Capricorn? Yeah, I feel like you guys are really just needing to slow down, needing to sit with your emotions, sit with your feelings, acknowledge some things that maybe you haven't fully accepted or come to terms with, or things that maybe you've been trying to distract yourself from. Like for some, you've been using work as like a way to distract yourself or keep yourself busy, keep your mind off like a specific situation or a specific person, right? And so I feel like in 2022, you're going to be forced to slow down and catch up, catch your breath, clear out some emotions, really focusing on your wellness and your physical healing and emotional healing as well. But I'm also getting like things regarding your physical. Oh, the sun. Awesome. That's really good. That's so good. I love to see that. This is Leo energy coming out. Some of you may have Leo placements. We also have the Emperor, Aries energy. So we do have, it's all water and fire, okay? So what did I tell ya? You guys are so hard working, right? With the Emperor, you guys are determined, you guys are focused, and you have a lot of responsibility to take care of this year, and you're making sure that you're getting shit done, you're not wasting your time. But just like I said, remember, rest is not wasteful, rest is necessary, is what I'm trying to say. And so even an emperor has to get his good night's sleep. He's got to get his beauty sleep because he has a whole empire to run. And if he is not getting enough rest, he's going to be miserable and he's going to maybe make mistakes and like fuck some shit up. So even an emperor needs to get a good night's sleep, okay? But yeah, this talks about like entrepreneurship or even running your own business, or even if that's not the case, like just someone who has authority and has major influence and lots of responsibility and, you know, makes shit happen, okay? He's sitting on his throne, seeing above all, and, you know, there's this strong determination to get what you want, and you guys are very determined to get towards a place of fulfillment, of happiness. I feel like you already have a good chunk of this already in your life. I feel like you're quite satisfied with how things have been going, where you're at, where you're headed. There's like this sense of satisfaction, and if you don't feel that way, that's okay. This is how you're going to feel throughout 2022. You're going to be reaching satisfaction and you're going to be hella proud of yourself and how far you've come. That's why I feel like it's important that you guys do slow down and you do just like sit and appreciate all that you have right now, even if you're not where you want to be, even if you're not at like your end goal, which I mean, we never really are. We're always striving for more. Like I said, we're always like, what's next? It's like, let's just sit down and observe and enjoy the moment, enjoy the present, and appreciate all the things we have, because when we're in the energy of gratitude, we welcome more of that shit in. Not shit, but you know, the good shit. It's like gold, right? We welcome more of it into our life when we are in this energy, this frequency of gratitude and being thankful and receptive and open, and you're just, you know, you're looking at all the blessings, all the things that went right, and even all the things that went wrong, but appreciating it for what it is, and, you know, just trusting, having ultimate trust. When you're in that energy, Capricorn, man, you just attract more and more and more and more. Like, it's just like, does it get any better? And then it gets better, and you're like, oh my god, this is amazing. Like, not to say that you won't have down moments or struggles in 2022, because, you know, there's always got to be a balance. There's always going to be up and down, and like there's going to be days where you're not feeling yourself. Of course, we all have those moments. We all do. Like, of course, that's the most general thing I could say. But overall, in 2022, I feel like it's going to be a very positive year for you. You're gonna, especially for your mental health. If you've been feeling, I don't know, if you've been kind of like in a darker place for a while, I feel like you're going to see major improvement. But it all comes down to you, Capricorn, on the action that you take. And at the end of the day, your own emotions are your own responsibility. And if you're not satisfied with where you're at, you actually have to be the emperor, right? You got to take responsibility. It's time for you to take action. And I know that can be hard. I know that can be difficult, especially with where we're at in this world and all the things that are going on. And the last few years have been so draining and intense and uncomfortable and scary, and like, you know, there's a lot of uncertainties, but just remember that the things that are in your control, right, yourself, how you feel, the actions you take, what you give your energy to, that has such an influence on the life that you live and the things that you attract. And like, you would be surprised if you start making some small little adjustments, small changes just regarding yourself, the things that are in your control. A lot of things start to change for the better, you know, whether you're going to bed a little bit earlier or you're waking up at an earlier time so that you have a longer day to get things done and accomplish more, or you're making small little adjustments regarding your health. You're eating better, you're drinking more water, exercising more, stretching, things like that, meditating more. Like, it makes even the smallest difference, but it's still a difference. It's still a change. And so just remember that you have so much power to change your life, to change your heart, to change your mind. Like, it is there, but you just need to slow down and you need to stop rushing. Stop rushing, right? You're trying to get to the finish line, but it's like, it's like you want to win an award, but you don't want to run the race. But like I said, it's not even a race, it's a marathon, right? Whatever it is that you're wanting, Capricorn, it is possible, but you're needing to do the work. You can't expect to win a trophy if you don't prepare yourself for the race, if you don't put in the work, if you don't show up, you can't just be like, okay, where's my trophy if you didn't do the work, right? So I'm just saying, all right? But overall, you guys, looking really positive. I also feel like with the sun, this is bringing illumination in areas of your life, of your emotions, things, like I said, that were once hidden or kind of lurking in the depths with the shark. It will be illuminated for you to look at, for you to accept, for you to heal, for you to release, for you to declutter, cleanse. But it's positive and it's good, and I'm here for it, and I like it a lot. So we're gonna pull some cards looking into your goals, aspirations for the new year. See if there's anything that you need to be aware of, mindful of, if there's any blocks or anything that you need to be aware of. So tell me about Capricorn's goals and aspirations in 2022. Goals and aspirations for Capricorn in 2022. What do they need to know? Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Tell me about their goals and aspirations. I'm not taking that. If it's meant to, it will come out. Goals and aspirations for Capricorn. Oh. The cards really just did that. Okay, so we do have the Eight of Swords to the Empress. Taurus energy as well as Libra. The first thing that came to mind is that you could be struggling with your thoughts, your thinking patterns, the way you talk to yourself. With the Eight of Swords, this feels like it's internally, and with the Empress, she's kind of hiding her half of her face with like her fan, and it's almost like this is something that you're going through all by yourself or just internally. Like there's a bit of a battle going on here between like your soul versus your ego. Like I said earlier, did I say eagle? I meant ego. Like I said earlier, how you may take the day off to rest or to just do whatever it is that you want to do, but then you feel guilty that maybe you haven't accomplished a lot, or you feel like you should be doing something, and so you feel anxious all day, and that's not a productive way to rest, right? That's not a productive way to take a break. That is not a break, because physically, yeah, you're taking a break, but mentally your mind is still going, and it's like having to find a way to switch your brain off. And that's going to take practice, and that's going to, it's going to be different for everyone how you shut your brain off, whether you pick up a book and you start reading more, or you meditate more, or like going out in nature and going for a walk, getting some fresh air to clear your mind, but just finding something in your life that helps you work through those kind of thought patterns. Like some of you also have, what's that thing called? Imposter syndrome, where you feel like you're not deserving, where you feel like you're not worthy, and that's such bullshit, because you totally are, Capricorn, but our mind can play tricks on us and having us doubt ourselves and self-sabotage, and I kind of am picking up on that energy as well. Right, you are the Empress and Emperor in this reading, which is some powerful energy. Like, you have so much potential, but something as small as like a doubt or your fears or self-sabotage and beliefs, mindsets that aren't even real, but yet they're still real to you in your mind, right? That could ruin it all for you. That could prevent you from actually going after what you want. That could prevent you from all these different things. Like you could be frozen because you're so afraid of taking a step forward, right? But with this Empress energy coming out, it's like there is so much room for growth and expansion, and really being able to birth whatever it is that you want to bring into your life. But something like I said, your fears could prevent you. Your fears could hold you back, or you could get in your own way and block yourself from really growing and stepping into your strength, into your power. So really needing to be mindful of. So when this comes down to like your goals and aspirations, I'm seeing that you have a lot of potential and you have a lot of things that you want to accomplish, and you can get a lot of it done. But be mindful of how you're speaking to yourself. Be mindful of your thoughts, your thought patterns. I do feel like a lot of this is just illusions and false beliefs, and even things that people have told you that you're needing to acknowledge that it's not true. But again, that is going to take a lot of practice, a lot of acknowledgement and awareness, self-awareness, and reprogramming your thought patterns. And that's going to take a lot of dedication and persistence and patience. And you're not going to get over it overnight. Like, this is going to be an ongoing process. Even, I'm talking years, you guys. And I know you may not want to hear that, but it's true. I mean, even for me, like, I've been on this journey for like 3.5 years. And I mean, I've definitely gotten better with my mindset and being more aware of the thoughts that I have, but I have my days too. Like a lot of us do. And it's like, it's a lifelong journey that we have to commit ourselves to. And not everybody is able to do that. And that's okay. But to just take it one step at a time. Progress and healing is not a one-way direction. You know, there's going to be days where we have setbacks or where we feel like we're going backwards, but it is all part of the process. So remember to be patient with yourself. Now, at the bottom, or not even at the bottom, another stack of cards that came flying out. We have 4 cards. So I feel like these are the cards I'm going to be sticking to because we got a lot to cover and I feel like I'm talking a lot. So this is like all we need, Spirit. So I'm going to just stick with these cards. We have these 6 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, 3 of Cups, and the Hierophant. I like this energy a lot. Okay, so I feel like with time, the timing of things, like I said, slow down. Oh, wrong card. I'm holding the wrong card. I meant to hold up the 6 of Pentacles. This is all about the timing, the divine timing. And like I said, I feel like in 2022, things were going to be slowing down, but it's so that you can bring balance into your life where you feel more at peace, where finally the efforts that you've been putting in are starting to really pay off. And so I'm seeing here with the 6 of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords that you guys are going to be having new outlooks on life, a new perspective. You're going to be having major breakthroughs, especially when it comes down to, you know, your self-sabotaging beliefs, your mindsets, the fears, the worries, the what ifs, the things that have been holding you back. You're having major breakthroughs. Okay, but like I said, this is not happening overnight. This is like an ongoing process of you guys slowly unlearning these ways of being and thinking and doing and just going about life. Like I said, this is going to take some dedication, but with time and consistent effort, you will have major breakthroughs. And these fears are going to be able to take your sword and cut through it and see the reality for what it actually is. Can I just get an amen? Can I get an amen? Amen. Okay, and we have the 3 of Cups and the Hierophant. So this is really positive energy that you guys are stepping into, where you're going to be feeling very supported, where you're going to be feeling very like harmonious with your connections, with your friends, family, loved ones. I'm seeing that you will be reuniting with people who you maybe haven't seen in a while, years or months, right? I feel like there's going to be lots of opportunities for celebration and good times and sharing laughs and reunions and dinner parties and all that. Like, I definitely feel like there's going to be a lot of that, especially if you're celebrating something here with the Empress and the Emperor, the Sun. Like, there could be this energy of celebration of all your hard work, and maybe you're reaching some sort of achievement, right? Your goal, because this is regarding your goals, aspirations. Like, you could be making like a major move or lots of positive news and like celebrating it. So I'm seeing that as well. And with the Hierophant, this is just representing you, how much you've grown, the wisdom that you've gained, applying what you've learned, showing what you know, really getting connected to your own spirituality or your religion, whatever it is that you believe in, but really being able to connect with that source. And it's just so powerful, you know? I love this a lot. This is Taurus energy coming through. This just is magnificent. I don't know why I said it like that, but it's really good, you guys. So I'm seeing that that's something that you're overcoming, is like self-sabotaging beliefs, and you guys are getting more confident within yourself, and you're remembering who the hell you are, and that you are deserving of the best. Nothing but the best. Okay? Let's take a look into your career and finances. See what you need to know or be aware of in 2022. Tell me about Capricorn's career and finances in 2022. If I can shuffle. Career and finances for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in 2022. What do they need to know regarding their career and finances? Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Career and finances for Capricorn in 2022. We have the Ace of Cups. Oh my god, and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, magician. Well, I mean, shit, we've had the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. We got 3 aces out here. So this is like total magician energy that literally whatever you set your mind to, you can bring to fruition. It is there. You have the tools. You have all that you need to bring it into your life. So work your magic, Capricorn. Work your magic. Instead of thinking worst case scenario, think best case scenario, okay? what's the best thing that could happen, and really pinpoint, really focus on that happening. Imagine it, visualize it. Visualizing is such a good way to manifest. Think of it like a movie, right? See it as a scene in your head. What do you see? What do you feel? What do you smell? What do you taste? What do you hear? Imagine all your 5 senses of whatever it is that you're trying to bring in, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. You're trying to manifest a new job. Okay, where do you imagine this is? Who are you working with? What does it feel like? You have that dream job. What does that feel like to you? How does that make you feel? Just imagining it and picturing it. That's just going to help you shift to that timeline even quicker, all right? Messages for Capricorn regarding their career and finances in 2022. Oh my god. Knight of Pentacles reversed. Okay. Got a lot of cards to talk about. 4 of Pentacles. 6 of Swords. 9 of Swords. Yeah, okay. 2 of Wands reversed and the Queen of Wands reversed. So let me just get this organized here. So I'm kind of feeling like this, and this. So this is kind of like the order I'm seeing it, just so I can tell it in the story that makes sense, and it's like in chronological order, okay? So I kind of see as like at the beginning, or before any of this can come in, before your manifestations come in, before that new job, that new fulfillment, that whatever, fill in the blank. But this is regarding your career and finances, okay? But whatever your goals are regarding that, before anything new comes in or your manifestations really come to fruition, this is what needs to happen. So we have the Knight of Pentacles reversed with the 4 of Pentacles. I feel like a lot of you are needing to practice surrendering to the things that are out of your control. Lessen the grip. Don't hold on so tight, okay? Some of you have like a set... how do I explain this? You need to have a flexible outlook, I feel. Be flexible. Because a lot of you are like, so certain with like this end goal, this end target. Like, this is how it's going to be. And like I said, I was like, visualize what you want, 100%. But like, also keep in mind that what you think is best for you may not actually be best for you, and maybe there's something else that you're just not seeing that's in more of an alignment with you. Does that make sense? Like, that's why we have the I keep saying Prince. Knight of Pentacles, Prince of Pentacles, same shit. Knight of Pentacles reverse is like asking you to slow down. Okay, which was what I was saying throughout this entire reading. It's like 2022 is forcing you to slow down a bit, right? It's not always on the go. It's like, let's slow down, let's backtrack, let's reevaluate what's working, what isn't working, okay? And so something about like holding on so tightly to something on like a specific outcome, and that's end game. But I feel like you need to remove your expectations and be more open-minded to other possibilities, because you may be like, let's just say, for example, you're set on this job, this one specific job. I want to work at this exact place because they pay this much money and I just want to work there. But universe may be trying to direct you down a different path that's something even more better. Maybe the pay isn't as much, but maybe it's going to be more fulfilling, or the people that you're going to be connecting with, like, maybe there's a bigger plan, a bigger purpose, but you're so stuck on this one place. Like, nope, I want to work at this place. That's the only thing I want. I don't care. But like, I feel like the main message coming through from this is to have a positive outlook, but remain open-minded to other possibilities that you're not aware of, okay? And I also am picking up a bit of this energy of like getting frustrated when things don't go the way that you plan, right? And that kind of goes back in with the control of like, I have this set plan, I'm gonna follow from A, B, C, D, E, F, all the way to G. Oh no, all the way to Z, not G. Right? Like, you have this whole roadmap planned out of like how you're going to get there. And like I said, it's great to have a plan, life gets in the way in mysterious ways. Life, universe, the divine, God, whatever the fuck you believe in. Life has a mysterious way of redirecting us down paths that are meant for us versus paths we think are meant for us, but maybe they're not. For example, the last few years, it's been very unpredictable. You may have had a set plan, like, I'm going to go to, school, or I'm going to work at this job, and, like, that's it. But life gets in the way, and, hey, you may have had to work from home, or you may have been laid off, or maybe you lost your job, right? Things that you didn't plan for, that were completely out of your control. And maybe there's, like, this energy of feeling frustrated, like, this was supposed to be for me, but actually it wasn't. You thought it was, you wanted it to be for you, but turns out that there's a bigger plan that you're just not aware of, okay? So I'm just getting, like, the strong energy that certain things that you plan for may not fall into place or the way that you had imagined. And in the moment is frustrating, and it's sucky, and it's annoying, and you don't know what to do. You're almost like Two of Wands reversed. Like, you're kind of just like at a standstill, kind of feeling stagnant. And so you have a choice about moving forward. Like, how are you going to resist the change? Are you going to resist, or are you just going to go with whatever comes your way and just surrender, right? And I feel like you guys are needing to really take a step back and surrender to the things that are out of your control. Because I am feeling like there's a lot of, you can't change the outcome. No matter what it is that you do, no matter what it is that you do with your free will, sometimes you're still going to, I can't seem to get the words straight, but anyways, so there's shit that's going on that's out of your control, 2022. You're being forced to slow down. Certain things aren't working out for you, and it's frustrating, but it's actually working out for you. You may feel like it's not working out for you, and it's frustrating, and it's annoying, and it's sucky, and, maybe you're at a loss right now. But in the grand scale, this is actually working out for you. You don't see it. You don't understand it. It's annoying. It's sucky. I get it. You're scared. You're anxious about the future. 9 of Swords, right? You're really in your head, having a hard time having trust. You're doubting yourself. You're questioning everything. And there's this fear because you don't have control over the things you thought you did have control over. And so you're like, shit, like, what do I do now? I don't know what to expect. I want the ball to be in my court. I want to be prepared for what's yet to come. But life is saying you need to trust. Okay? So when we have the 6 of Swords come out after that. 6 of Swords. See, in this card, you can't see what's beyond the distance. Right? I don't know, not everyone, of course, has seen the ocean or been on a boat or anything, but, like, you can only see so far in the distance. You can't see what's beyond. And so it's the fear of not knowing what to expect. There's the fear of, like, but what's going to happen? Like, like, I want to know, I need to know, but universe is saying, you don't need to know everything. You don't need to know everything, right? You just need to trust. You need to just go with it. You need to believe that it's all working out for you, even though you may not see it at this moment. You are going to move right into this. Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. This is what you're moving towards, that you could not see, that you had no idea was awaiting you. So again, this is all out of your control. You are being, like, pushed down a specific pathway that was out of your control, because it was part of the universe plan, divine orchestration, whatever you believe in. But there we go. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. So I do feel like there's definitely new opportunities when it comes to your work, when it comes to your career and finances, or, things that will bring in the money. I feel like you're also going to be connecting with new people, new relationships coming through, and friendships, business partnerships, all right, that are going to change your life forever. But it's all because of the bigger plan that you didn't plan for, but your soul planned for. And so that's why you're really needing to rely on your intuition. But like I said, with this 9 of Swords, you're in your head. You can't hear your intuition because it's cloudy, and you're mistaking your intuition for your ego, or your ego for your intuition. You're having a hard time trusting. What is my intuition telling me? I can't tell if this is my intuition. Is this paranoia? What the hell? Right? You're really needing to you guys, like I said, throughout this entire reading, my sweater keeps getting caught. my little table. Like I said, for this entire reading, 2022 is asking you to slow down. Slow down, calm the mind, get grounded, because everything is working out the way it needs to, okay? You just can't see it right now, and that's okay, and you don't need to. You just need to just go with it. Just go with it, okay? And at the bottom of the deck, we do have the 10 of Cups, so I'm seeing that there will be a lot of fulfillment, especially emotional fulfillment, wherever it is that you're working or whatever it is that you're doing, it is fulfilling emotionally as well as it's aiding to your pockets and your stability, but it's also helping you emotionally. So I think it's a win-win. So whatever is coming your way or whatever it is that you're approaching that you're not really sure what to expect, it's going to be great. Okay, let's take a look at your emotions and relationships for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in 2022. Emotions and relationships for Capricorn in 2022. Oh, fuck. Okay, we have the 9 of Pentacles flipping out reversed. So when it comes to your emotions and relationships, there's a couple things I'm picking up on. But let me hold my thoughts first. Let me just pull some cards. Is this upside down? Nope, just making sure. Messages for Capricorn regarding their emotions and relationships in 2022. We also have the 5 of Pentacles. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Let me just shut up. Ace of Swords. Double confirmation. We've had the Ace of Swords come out twice now. Ace of Pentacles. Another one. Double confirmation. And the 5 of Cups. Okay. 4 of Swords at the bottom. Okay, we'll stick with these cards. We don't need to grab a whole bunch. Otherwise, it will get too much. So when it comes down to your emotions and relationships, first of all, we do have 2 5s out here. The 5 of Pentacles and 5 of Cups. So I am seeing that there are some emotional challenges happening. Things that you're dealing with on the inside, but I feel like there's support around you, or there's someone that you can rely on, or, throughout 2022, you will find people who will help you on your journey, who will aid you, where you won't feel so alone or so lost, and you don't have to go through this all by yourself. Where you won't feel so lost and afraid, but I feel like you won't be going through this all alone or by yourself. I feel like you're going to find people who really support you and will love you for you. But I am kind of picking up on the energy with the 9 of Pentacles reverse and the 5 of Pentacles. Some of you feel like unworthy or undeserving, or you feel like you're not good enough. With the 9 of Pentacles coming out reversed, I am picking up on a bit of this energy of feeling insecure or having a hard time, struggling independently. And kind of like what I said at the very beginning, I think I said it to you guys. I don't even know now if I did or if I didn't, but your emotions are your own responsibility. Yeah, I did say it to you guys. I did. I've done a whole bunch of readings as of the last few days, so it's all getting scrambled. But your emotions are your own responsibility, and at the end of the day, it comes down to you of what are you going to do about how you feel. If you feel unhappy, if you feel miserable, if you are going through some crappy shit, right? I don't know your story. I don't know what you're struggling with. But at the end of the day, it really does rely on you. How are you going to move forward? How are you going to get past this? And you got to take your time, right? Healing is a long life journey, but to be patient with yourself and to just take it one step at a time. One day you will feel crappy, and the next day you may feel a little bit better, and then the next day you may feel shit, but then the next day you might feel a little bit better. It's just kind of it goes in waves, And you gotta ride out the waves and really just let yourself feel what comes up instead of trying to suppress it or feel stupid or beat yourself up about it and be oh my god, I should be over this by now. It's no, healing, it is not smooth sailing. There are smooth days, there are rocky days, and what's that song? wait a second. Why am I, what's that song called? I think it's by Imagine Dragons. It's I'm going back to my roots. Another day, another door, another high, another low. It's I don't know what, but that song just came to my mind strongly. I don't even know like what the song's about. I can't remember, and I haven't listened to any of their music in like years, especially that song. But for some reason that song came to my mind. Another day, another high, another low, rock bottom. Oh, rock bottom. That's the lyric. I'm going back to my roots. Yeah. Sorry, I'm like saying, I hear the song in my head, and I'm just like saying the words that I remember. So some of you feel like you hit rock bottom. But hey, that just means you're going up from there. You know, I mean, like, again, I don't know your situation, but if you hit rock bottom, that means that's as bad as it's gonna get. And now it's about moving upwards and getting stronger, and like, you know, take your time, let yourself feel what you need to feel, acknowledge your emotions. You know, I feel like a lot of you need lots of support from your friends, from your loved ones, family, your partner. I feel like you guys could use a really good hug, and I'm sending my love, I'm sending you my hugs. Like, take that energy, it is there, I'm giving it to you, I'm sending you all my love, keeping you in my prayers. You will get through this. But I do feel like you guys are kind of going through some emotional things, right? You're being triggered to look at some of these deep woundings, even like insecurities or triggers, like I was saying at the beginning of the reading with the shark coming out and the sun is shining down on certain things that you haven't fully come to terms with or fully accepted, but it is coming up for you to overcome. And it is possible. And then we have the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. So, like I said, major breakthroughs, new mindsets, and major opportunity for your growth. And with this Ace of Pentacles, I also feel like this is regarding your confidence and feeling stronger mentally and emotionally. So yeah, I feel like this is like a message for someone who's maybe struggling with their mental health or like their emotions that's just been really heavy. You guys are gonna get through this, and this too shall pass, and you're coming out better and happier and stronger than ever, and you are not alone. I know you may feel like it, and you may actually be physically alone, but I'm telling you, the universe, your angels, those that have passed on, they're watching over you, they're cheering you on, and you got this, and I got your back. Like, you know, if you have no one, you at least got me. I'm just sending you my love, and my DMs are always open if you need a chat or you need someone to talk to. I got you, okay? I'll send you my good vibes, like the least I can do, you know. But I'm seeing that there's a lot of positive opportunities for you to grow and get more centered in your emotions. And, you know, even at the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Swords and the Two of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. So, and the, yeah, Ten of Swords as well underneath that. Some of you have gone through some sort of loss or ending, but here's what I'm seeing. So you had the choice, Capricorn. You have the choice to heal. You have the choice to put in the work. You have the choice to surrender. You also have the choice. You can run away, you can avoid, you can distract yourself from these things, but that's never going to make those problems disappear. It will temporarily disappear, but it'll always come back around. Like, you can run, but you can't hide, and you can't run forever. You're going to eventually have to catch your breath. And when you catch your breath, it's going to be right behind you, and you're going to have to face it. So it's like, you want to face it now, or you want to face it later, but it's only going to get worse. The longer you avoid whatever this is, the more difficult it will be to handle it. So, yeah. But the positive is that you don't have to go through this alone. Like I said, I feel like there's a lot of support around you, or you may come across people who will help you on your journey, who will support you on your journey. And like, there's a lot of help. Like, if you need help, don't feel ashamed, don't feel embarrassed. Even asking your angels to guide you or to give you signs, like literally, like, the help is available always. And again, like, even with the Four of Swords, look at the animals around protecting her and watching over her. Like, I just am picking up on that strong energy that you are always being protected and watched over, Capricorn. Yeah, it does feel like pretty heavy in my chest. Like, I'm just like, you know, deep sighs, but you just gotta sigh it out, you know, get it out, get it out, get it out. Better out than in, you know. Okay, so obviously not gonna resonate with everyone, and that is all good, but we're gonna move on and look into your romance for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in 2022. romance angel messages for Capricorn regarding love in 2022. Any romance angel messages for Capricorn in love in 2022. Okay. We have past life relationship. We also have release your ex. Pay attention to the red flags. Give your relationship a chance, and one more. Keep an open mind. So, I mean, that's kind of what I said throughout this entire reading, is like, keep an open mind, and this applies to other things, right? But I was saying that regarding, like, you know, your work or your plan or like your future and where you're headed, where you're going, but keep an open mind, because some things come up that you weren't planning for, but it turns out to be like the best damn thing that could ever happen to you. Same thing with your romance. Same thing with your love. For those that are single, keep an open mind, because the person that you may end up connecting with, they may not be your usual type, but to give it a chance and see where it goes. You know, if you have that feeling in your gut, like, I think that there could be something here, trust it. You know, you never know unless you try. All right. And it literally says, give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. All right. And that also applies for those that are currently in a relationship. I'm just seeing that there is growth and development in your relationship. I don't see nothing too concerning here, but what I will say is we do have pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So this will apply for either those that are taken or singles. It doesn't matter. But if there are red flags in any relationship, not just in love, all connections, pay attention to them. See them for what they are, instead of trying to trick yourself or make excuses or literally settling for the bare minimum. Know your worth, know your value, and take off those rose-colored glasses. Do not allow love to blind you or lust to blind you. See it for what it is. I know sometimes it can be hard. Sometimes we really are like in love with a false perception of a person that we're with, because, oh, well, this person used to be like this and this and this, and at the beginning of a relationship it used to be so good and so romantic and this, and they've changed, but I have a feeling maybe we can go back to how it used to be. Stop. You are making excuses, and another thing that you're doing is falling in love with someone's potential of who they could be, who they used to be, instead of who they actually are. And I've said this has come up for a few signs, I can't remember who, but to really see them, whoever you're connecting with, whoever's in your life, friendship or romance, whoever is in your life, see their connection, see the relationship for what it is, not how it used to be or who they could be. Just know your worth, know your value, okay? Another message, this is for a different group. Release your ex. This says, the time has come to clear your energy. So I'm seeing that a lot, whoever resonates with this, you are working through releasing your ex, releasing some sort of heartbreak, learning to forgive, learning to move on, right? Maybe that was tying into your emotions and relationship that spread, because it was pretty emotional. And so maybe that's something that you are currently going through, is like trying to release yourself from an ex relationship or someone from your past who, you know, had a major impact on you, maybe hurt you, or like there's still a lot of healing taking place. But I do see that in 2022, you will be getting over this and you will be moving on. So I love that for you. And another message we have is past life relationship. You have known each other before. So whoever you're thinking about, if you have wondered, do we share a past life together? Are we soulmates? You know, any of those kind of questions, the confirmation is here. Yes, you have. Yes, you are. Y'all share some karmic relationship. Y'all share some history together. You guys are probably part of each other's soul tribe. And yes, that there is your answer for someone who's been asking, are we soulmates? Do we have past lives together? Yes. So again, specific message that's for someone out there who's been wondering it, questioning it. But you know, when you instantly connect with someone and you feel like you've known them before, and like you don't know them, like there's someone that you just met, right? But you guys just instantly clicked, you instantly hit it off, or you instantly felt safe around them or whatever. or you instantly hated them, right? Y'all probably share some sort of history in another life if you believe in that kind of stuff. I know not everybody does, but anyways, that's just like a message for someone out there. Alright, so we're going to wrap this up with a couple oracle messages from the Work Your Light oracle deck and wrap this up. So, any final thoughts for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in 2022? Any final thoughts, any final messages for Capricorn for the year ahead? Anything else that you need to be aware of? Any insight, wisdom, guidance for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in 2022? Any final messages for Capricorn? Oh my goodness, okay. We have Pillar of Light, your vibration is rising and you are the oracle. Give me one more for Capricorn. Final thoughts. Oh, they gave me two. Inner Temple and Mirror. Who or what is triggering you? That came out in Sagittarius's read. Alright, so you are being triggered to look at yourself, to reflect on the things that make you you, you know? How you've grown up, what you were taught to believe, the thoughts that you have, your perceptions, true or false. You are being triggered to look at these things. And this was a strong message that came through in Sagittarius read. So if you have any like strong personal planets, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or whatever the fuck, you may want to listen to their reading because it was heavily focused on those kinds of things. And they had this card come out in their reading, but you are being triggered to look at yourself, to unlearn certain patterns, to unlearn certain behaviors, to overcome cycles. And as you're doing that, your vibration is raising to a whole other frequency. As you're doing the work, as you're focusing a lot on your healing and acceptance and making peace, you are doing that, but that it requires devotion, right? Inner Temple, devotion, tune in to the portal of your heart, if I can speak. So all of this, like I said, this is a lifelong journey. This is not just going to be for 2022, but like overall, ongoing healing, spirituality, all that. It is not just like wham, bam, done, it's over. And this journey isn't for the faint of the heart, but those who get it, and it does require a lot of dedication and devotion and patience and work, and you got this, and it's worth it in the end. I know it's uncomfortable and it's painful, but man, is it worth it. And yeah, I mean, shit. So I will read Inner Temple from the book, and then we're going to wrap this reading up because it's been pretty lengthy. Inner Temple. You are being called to be a devoted student and tune into your heart, to incorporate true devotion into your life. You could be being called to develop a regular meditation, journaling, or chanting practice, or to show up to your soul with rhythm, to develop a daily practice where you fill up your well and spend time with your soul. All the answers to all of your questions that you seek are waiting for you in the portal of your heart. Your soul is yearning for a deeper relationship with you, and so the more time you spend with it and show up to it, the more clearly it will guide you. We are here to grow as souls. Earth is one big playground for the soul to learn, and you're being called to go deeper into your soul growth or to increase your devotion by being a student of lineage or a spiritual teacher. If you've already been a committed student, then you are being condemned for your devotion. Your guides want you to know how proud of you they are, and that the time that you spend in devotion is priceless. If you're questioning your career or life path, your guides want you to turn your focus towards devotion and this prayer. Please use me in a way that delights my mind, body, and soul. May my life be one big moving prayer. And your action to take is commit to a daily devotional practice. Okay, so that is something to keep in mind for this, next year, this journey that you're on. Stay devoted to yourself. You are going through some strong spiritual soul growth, and growth, it is painful, right? But it's the saying, no pain, no gain. You can't grow in your comfort zone, and it looks like you guys are being like tossed off the cliff out of your comfort zone to face some shit, and it is life-changing. to say the least. So Capricorn, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to leave this reading here. I hope that you guys found this helpful or insightful. If you did, please let me know in the comments below. If you want to enter the giveaway for the free personal reading, you know what to do. And I'm going to end this here. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. I hope that 2022 treats you well. And I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care.